Welcome back, everyone. So, we're into chapter 4, The Dreadful Whale. So, we need to talk to Megan Foster about the best way to reach the home of Kirin Jindos, Grand Inventor to the Duke of Sukonis. Okay, let's get into it.
In his day, Sokolov was Dunwall's genius. He transformed our city with his inventions. Electricity for the factories and carriages racing along above the streets. As I grew up, his buzzing and glowing devices kept me safe. His stories always made me giggle, and his outrageous conversations shocked aristocrats and overseers alike. Now, all these years later, Kirin Jindosh is Karnaka's genius. A mad inventor who has given the Duke sinister machines that move like people but aren't. Clockwork soldiers that fight and kill. I've got to find out where Sokolov's being held and bring the old man back alive. Rescue one genius and cage the other before he creates an army of Clockwork soldiers.
I really don't like the sound of those Clockwork soldiers. Sounds like they're going to be hellish compared to humans. Compared to the overseers, anyway. Are we going to go back into the void again? Not by the looks of it. Okay, let's write into our travel log and have a look at what we've got to say about ourselves now. Okay, so we've read all that. Yep, that's awesome. Okay, now we're on to the Clockwork Mansion. So the Crown Killer is no more. Next, we're on to Jindos. I finally uncovered how my enemies created the Crown Killer. What better way to erode confidence in me before the coup? If I had stopped to think about it for even a few minutes, maybe I could have kept my people's trust, but that would have required patience, and my advisors always remind me that I have none of that particular trait. But to use Hypatia's own serum against her, horrible. I'm happy I could find a cure. She's a brilliant alchemist. Now she can continue her research to help the people of Sukonis. I wasn't able to rescue Sokolov. He's been taken elsewhere, to Kirin Jindosh's mansion. He's the inventor of the Clockwork Soldier, and if he's able to use Sokolov's genius for his own plans, it might be very, very bad. I've seen his killing machines in action at Dunwall Tower. I can't allow Delilah to have such an ally. I'm sure Jindos takes pleasure in keeping his intellectual rival captive. Well, it won't be for long, if I have any say in it. The Dreadful Whale, what a weird name. It's hard to sleep on this ship, and when I do, my dreams are troubled. Well, I'm awake now and thinking about Sokolov. I remember him at the Hound Pits pub so long ago, trapped like a beast in a cage. He smelled of stale piss and rotting meat, but they couldn't break him. He held on to himself and picked up again as my tutor. Something I needed in the aftermath of my mother's death. Beware of dignitaries bearing gifts, he used to tell me. But I was still a child and I liked gifts. I thought nothing sounded more pleasant. Now I know better. I also find myself thinking of Callista, my old governess. She always wanted to travel the world on a big boat. Eventually she left Dunwall, then stopped writing a few months later. Aww. A note from Megan Foster. Dr. Hypatia needed a place to sleep, so I cleared the stuff out of the spare cabin. I was able to sell most of it. Here's what's left of the money. It's not a lot, I know. Whale oil is expensive and under Imperial rationing decree, but you know that. Megan Foster. 100, that's still quite a lot. I've got a lot of money to spend. Now I want to find a damn... I want to find a damn black market. Don't think there'll be anything else left in here, will there? No, and it doesn't open up to the void again. Oh well. What was that? Oh, it looks like we're collecting, like, trophies.
Is it
Okay.
truly possible the good doctor didn't know she was the crown killer? Maybe she just didn't want to.
Maintenance. Drain the engine room. Another week, another leak. I wasted hours on it and couldn't get it to stop. Couldn't get it stopped. I'll shut the water off, assuming I can find the crank wheel. Something to deal with once Sokolov is safe. Check bridge tubing, done. Haul down oil, done. Buy onions, done. Okay, well.
You might want to
guess
talk
we'll
to
do that.
Hypatia before we head out. She's taken one of the rooms. Just for a while, I think. Needed to be away from Adamire.
Okay, let's do that. But first of all...
The dreams were stronger. Is it a sign of recovery?
Dark bread. Bloodfly fever.
That
I've already-
wasn't here before. Botany and diseases.
Oh, okay. That wasn't there before. No, we read that in another area, didn't we? Remember that. No, that's all good.
Ramsay and the Crown Killer. 2 pieces of the puzzle. More
Well,
to go.
that's locked. Okay, we've cleared off this
To
so
reach
far.
Jindosh, I'll have to take the carriage through Lower, then Upper Aventa.
There won't be anything else in here, will there? Oh yeah, crank wheel. We bloody well found it. Okay, find the crank wheel, which is what we have done. And this wouldn't have changed. Nope. Nope. Okay, now let's get back and fix up this bloody mess, shall we?
Megan must be up on deck.
Oh,
Whoa.
you're here. Stay with me a moment.
Okay.
Dr. Hypatia, can you remember anything that might help me? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He could be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh. But that man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov. We visited Aramis Stilton. I liked him. But something bad happened. Just snatches of memory. Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
Don't
I
tell
hope
me you
so.
killed him as the Crown Killer.
I'm not sure I even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Adamire. Thank you.
Counter serum.
My dreams are still filled with visions, some of which I'd sooner forget.
Please stop that playing. Thank you. Old Pate's Crystal Cider. Okay. Let's grab our crank wheel again then. Oh, Dr. Hypatia's notes. On a boat with friends, I believe, I slept. Thankfully without the usual nightmares. Perhaps the sea air does me good. The captain, Megan Foster, brought some tea earlier. Such an interesting woman. She seemed to understand about my strange disjointed memories and the feelings of dread that accompany them. As soon as I am able... What? Oh, okay. As soon as I am able, I must return to Adamire. So much of the last few months seems a blur. What was I accomplishing? What of my research into serums for the Black Spittle? My work was so easily derailed. I can only conclude I was suffering from a complete exhaustive breakdown. I will need time to recover. Okay, so she remembers nothing of it. I guess that's kind of fortunate. Huh? Okay. Well, where is this maintenance that I need to do? Oh, no, it's not in here. This is the toilet. Here we go. There we go. Awesome. Oh, good. Don't know what that does for me, though. We got something out of the last one. Blood of Abel House. Follow along as we map out expansions occurring under the Abels. Even as waves of settlers continue to join circle from Morley. From Morley, the Abels balance growth against Draconian culture. That doesn't really do anything for me. Was there a reason why we did that? Did it give me anything? Not by the looks of it. Maybe we'll get some extra gold at the start of the next mission like we did there for her selling the goods in the blocked off storehouse. Actually, I want to see what the heart says about her.
It's as if she's emerged from a long, black dream. His spirit has been unburdened, and she's gaining strength.
Okay. Well, that's good.
There's a sense within her of what she's done, but only impressions.
So as I suspected, she doesn't really know.
Improves. She looks forward to seeing patients again. Already, she's thinking about an old patient suffering from boanthropy. She wants to know how the woman is progressing. The patient studied at the Academy of Natural Philosophy under Kieran Joplin and Anton Sokolov.
Let's keep going then, shall we? Counting barrels of oil. Yeah, so all that stuff removed. There's nothing in this water today. Nope, not by the looks of it. Okay. Oops. Oh,
Let's
no.
hope your
Yep,
friend
there we
doesn't
go.
sink the boat while we're gone. Ready?
No.
Ready.
That's
All
not
right,
very
Let's
nice.
get underway.
Okay, hopefully we find a black market. We really need to spend that gold. Okay, so the Clockwork Mansion. I think I've already read that, I think. Let's just read it again. Anton Sokolov is being held at a mansion near Jindosh, grand inventor to the Duke and creator of the Clockwork Soldier. Get inside, rescue Sokolov, and eliminate Jindosh before he builds an army of Clockwork soldiers. Okay, so I'm assuming we're going to meet Clockwork soldiers now then, if he's the one that makes them. Because there's no way he wouldn't have some of his own inventions protecting him. So we'll see how we need to deal with those ones. I'm assuming they're going to be quite different to Overseers.
Jindosh is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, and they'll call down the entire city if they find out who you are.
I'll make sure they don't. You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station?
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby.
Yes.
They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Corvo taught me the theory.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll get it done.
Emily, take care of this crazy man and his Clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
What does the heart say about her?
I can see why you like her. She's almost as secretive as
Yeah.
you. Megan Foster. She wasn't always a ship captain. It was years ago. The two were inseparable. There was no food, but there was love. Those brief days on the street with her childhood friend. The happiest time she's known.
Okay. Wow. What do we have up here? Oh, whalebone. Awesome. Okay. Well, that's handy. I wonder who the heck lives here. Oh, there's a white rat. Okay. Let's definitely scout out where all the... So there's none up there, so we'll quickly check that. So that'll be our first one then. So then there's one above, some over there. Okay, we'll grab that one first. But let's check out what we have over here. Oh. We have a way in, first of all. Anything of major use? Not by the looks of it. Can't go that way. No trespassing. And can't go this way. Just a health potion back there. Which I'm full on. Okay. Let's go then. Hey, whale oil. Oh, no. And copper. Awesome. Can barely see in here. I was thinking we would start out with guards straight away, but maybe we don't. Maybe this is a nice safe area. Was there seriously nothing closer than that? I didn't think that was that. No, there are ones closer. Most definitely. So we'll go for that one first then. Because that one was... must have been 130 meters away, not just 30. Is there anything in here? No. Oh, maybe. Yes. What's that? Yes, there was. Okay. Awesome. Now, I don't particularly fancy going straight up the steps. It hasn't said I'm in a danger zone, so... maybe I can just walk around. Hello?
My family and I moved here 3 years ago. Biggest mistake we ever made.
Nothing really worth it in there for me. Biggest mistake you made, you say?
I work unloading fish. I'd be out on the boats, but I've got a weak stomach.
Okay. Oh. More blood flies.
Who's there?
Oh shit, this is a bad area.
Let's see. What was it? You won't get away!
Getting tired of
You're so dead!
That sadistic clown killer.
Really? Oh god. Just kill me. I didn't realize this was a bad start. Why didn't it tell me that this was a bad area? Ah, come on. Oh man. Okay, so it is a bad area. Just bloody be quiet and get around quietly. Thought it was like the opening area of the first mission. Okay then. There's not really any point going over there to start off. Nope. There's a guard down there. So don't let him see you.
Insane child Empress is gone, and the age of Delilah is underway. But the danger hasn't passed. No, not at all. Through vile trickery, Emily Kaldwin is...
Where did that guard go? Oh, he's over there. Okay.
I'm sure of it.
Any more?
Be vigilant. Your weight in silver if you bring her to justice.
Feel safe.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong with this city?
What is wrong with this? Whoa, Jesus. What is wrong with this city? They're hunting me down for no apparent reason. Well, someone didn't like that guy. Oh. Hello. There we go. Awesome. Blast resistant. What does that mean? Oh, I didn't remember getting that one. Shivering silhouette. Enemies miss more often with ranged attacks, but you are more visible to enemies. That's not good for being sneaky. Blast resistance. I take less damage from explosives. Okay. So, if that's the case, I want to get rid of this one, most certainly. Oh, the traits can't be learned. That's unfortunate. Miss more often with ranged attacks. No, I want to be sneaky and not get seen. So we'll just get some raw whalebone out of that. Move slightly faster when weapons are sheathed. That's good for sneaking. I gotta figure out how to sheath my weapons more often. Okay, I think I'll leave that for now. Less damage from explosions. We might get rid of the bloodfly ones. Yeah, let's get rid of that one and put this one in its place. Blast resistance. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Now, is there anything else in here we might like? Letter to Bonneville. Major Bonneville, thank you again for your help. Without you, it would have been impossible to trace the final members of the Grand Guard who were with Stilton that night, 3 years ago. The last man had made it all the way north to Maya, if you can believe it. He was recovering at a Tyvian asylum for the poor, claiming to have seen all manner of strange things on the night of Stilton's last social gathering. He even described an exotic hooded figure visiting the manor, perhaps somewhere connected to Stilton's disappearance. Such matters are best left to military men such as yourself, I suppose. I still have your bank agent's name and address. Rest assured your final payment will be delivered soon. I'm also sending a small flask of a liquor that is close to my heart, made from the poments left over after wine grapes have been pressed. Please think of me as you enjoy. Okay. Looks like someone really raided this place. Whoa, that was a lot of money for a war medal. Ramsey Stochastic Eyes. Okay, there was a fair bit of stuff up here. Okay, we definitely need to get to that black market. But I think we'll end this episode here, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll get to the black market in the next episode. Bye!